Taking care of your heart is more than just preventing pain or discomfort. It's about spotting signs that, if ignored, could lead to serious consequences. And the most surprising part? These signs don't always appear where you'd expect. Some of the most hidden symptoms might be right there, going unnoticed, while your heart is trying to get your attention. Imagine catching a heart condition before it becomes irreversible, just because you noticed a subtle detail in your body. This isn't about causing alarm. It's about being prepared. Small changes, like swelling or a crease in your earlobe, can mean much more than we realize. By understanding these hidden signs, you gain the chance to intervene in time, to strengthen your health, and to prevent future issues. Curious about these 5 unexpected signs that could save your life? Let's dive into each one and see how they might reveal more about your heart's condition than any routine test. When the heart is under strain, the body tries to send subtle signals, almost like silent cries for help. Sometimes we ignore symptoms like swollen ankles or changes in cardiovascular health, assuming they're just passing issues. But have you considered they might be early warnings of cardiac arrest? That's right. Believe it or not, the body is like an intelligent machine, a built-in alarm system. Recognizing these signs can be crucial for taking action before things get serious. The key? Pay attention and understand what your body is telling you. Imagine each part of the body has its specific role, and suddenly, something starts to go wrong. Noticing a slight hair loss on the legs, for example, might seem like just a cosmetic change, but it's something to note. The blood flow that nourishes hair follicles, helping them grow, could be blocked by clogged arteries. Do you know what that means? It might be an early sign of heart strain. Speaking with a specialist or getting simple tests done could be the next step in understanding your cardiovascular health. Other hints may appear even more subtly, like the formation of a senile arc around the eyes, usually associated with high cholesterol. This is the kind of detail few people notice, yet it says a lot about heart health. If it appears early, before age 50, it's a sign that something might be off with the arteries. Being aware of these small changes could mean the difference between ignoring a warning and preventing something serious. Sometimes, a simple visit to the eye doctor can reveal a cardiovascular issue before any major symptoms arise. Then there are signs like swelling in the legs and ankles, often brushed off as daily fatigue. But that swelling could actually signal fluid retention tied to heart health. Imagine if, over time, this simple swelling evolves into something much harder to reverse. So, if you notice any unusual swelling, especially if it persists, it's worth consulting a doctor. If there's still doubt that the heart sends alerts, think about xanthelasma, those small yellowish plaques that can appear around the eyes. It's a direct sign of high cholesterol and also a warning of cardiovascular risk. The curious thing is that these small plaques, often ignored, can be important clues to preventing severe health issues. Now, how about exploring more of these symptoms in the next topic and uncovering how they connect to heart health? Hair loss on the legs is something many people overlook, but when it comes to cardiovascular health, this can be an important warning sign. Blood circulation is vital for every part of the body, including hair follicles. When arteries start narrowing, less blood reaches the extremities, and follicles don't get enough oxygen and nutrients. So, if you notice a decrease in leg hair, don't dismiss it. It could be a sign that your arteries need attention. This issue, known as peripheral arterial insufficiency, can mark the beginning of a process that affects the heart in the long run. Did you know the heart has to work harder to pump blood through narrowed arteries? Over time, this increases the risk of cardiac arrest. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle, like avoiding a sedentary routine and adopting a balanced diet, can make a difference. Low-impact exercises such as walking and cycling help keep blood flowing in arteries in good condition. Another subtle but essential sign to watch for is the emergence of other symptoms in the same area. If, along with hair loss, you notice ankle swelling, leg pain, or even tingling, it could be a stronger indication of arterial issues. These small details show the body is working to compensate for inadequate circulation. A simple pressure test on the limbs can reveal a lot about cardiovascular health, and doctors can perform it during a routine checkup. Besides lifestyle changes, there are small actions you can take to support artery health. Adding omega-3 rich foods, like walnuts and fish, to your diet can help reduce cholesterol and make the heart's job easier. When arteries are less clogged, blood flow becomes more efficient, reducing the strain on the heart. These daily practices are like small investments that, over time, yield big returns for cardiovascular health. Finally, it's worth thinking of prevention as a habit. Staying alert to these signs can prevent serious complications, but it's also a way to know your body better. After all, every small change is an opportunity for action. And while we're talking about unusual signs, how about exploring another curious symptom that can signal cardiovascular risk? Next up is something that appears in the eyes and holds secrets about cholesterol. The appearance of what's known as a senile arc in the eyes is one of those signs few people notice, yet it says a lot about cardiovascular health. This grayish or white ring that forms around the cornea can be more than just an aesthetic change. Especially when it appears before age 50, the senile arc signals that cholesterol levels may be high, increasing risk for the heart. This small detail, often ignored, can reveal a silent struggle the heart faces against fat buildup in the arteries. When cholesterol levels are high, fatty plaques start to accumulate on artery walls, restricting blood flow. The senile arc reflects this excess, like a visual warning of what may be happening within the body. Instead of waiting for more serious symptoms, like chest pain, noticing this ring can prompt an early cardiovascular health check. A simple blood test is the first step to better understanding cholesterol levels and artery health. Another interesting point is how the body uses the eyes to signal internal issues. While most people see the senile arc as a sign of aging, it can serve as a warning for those who are younger. Keeping cholesterol in check can help prevent this ring from forming. Diets rich in fiber and low in saturated fats are a good start. It doesn't mean cutting out all tasty foods. Small daily changes, like opting for grilled over fried foods, already make a difference. Consider the possibilities of follow-up as well. For those who've noticed the senile arc, an eye specialist can offer guidance, not only for ocular health, but also suggest further tests to assess artery condition. This type of consultation is like a window into overall health. When we catch these subtle signals in the body, we can take action before problems escalate. After all, preventing is simpler than treating advanced complications. Speaking of hidden clues, did you know even the shape of your ears might hold important signals for heart health? Yes, it's something few pay attention to, but it reveals surprising insights. The earlobe might seem like an unlikely place to spot heart problems, but there's a lot to observe in this small detail. The Frank sign, a diagonal crease running across the earlobe, has been linked to arterial issues in various studies. Although still a debated topic among experts, many researchers point out that people with this crease may be at higher risk for cardiovascular disease. Fascinating, isn't it? Something as small as a crease in the earlobe could be a crucial heart health warning. This crease, often unnoticed by many, has a reason to be observed. It suggests that blood flow might be less than optimal, impacting the arteries. This is because the same conditions that lead to artery hardening, like high cholesterol, can also affect earlobe tissue. In some cases, people with Frank sign also report chest pain, a symptom that certainly deserves extra attention. So, if you notice this line on your earlobe, it might be time to consider a cardiovascular checkup. It's interesting to think that the body sends us signals in places we don't usually scrutinize. And the best part is, spotting something like this doesn't require any special equipment. Just a careful eye on your body's changes. For those who want to be proactive, actions like controlling fat intake and keeping cholesterol levels in check are essential. Simple steps, like using less oil in recipes or adding more fruits and vegetables, are small changes that can benefit the heart. Additionally, monitoring cardiovascular health doesn't need to disrupt your routine. Just incorporating a daily walk, for instance, helps keep blood flowing healthily. Regular checkups are also a way to track these signs that, individually, might seem minor, but together tell a story about heart health. Seeing each detail as part of a bigger picture helps keep the body in balance. Speaking of details that make a difference, there's another intriguing sign that appears on the skin. Those yellowish plaques around the eyes could be more connected to heart health than you'd think. Xanthelasma, those small yellowish plaques that appear around the eyes, may seem like just a cosmetic detail, but they reveal a lot about heart health. This buildup of fat under the skin is a sign of high cholesterol, and with it, an increased risk of cardiovascular issues. What's interesting is that these plaques act like visible signals for a problem that's usually silent. When they appear, especially in younger individuals, it could be a warning to reassess artery and cardiovascular health. These tiny plaques are formed by cholesterol deposits in areas close to the skin's blood vessels. While many see xanthelasma as just a cosmetic issue, it can directly reflect what's happening in the arteries. It's almost as if the body is trying to give a visual hint. For those who notice these plaques, it might be wise to consider a doctor's visit and perhaps get a blood test to check cholesterol levels. Taking preventive measures can make all the difference for those with xanthelasma. Dietary adjustments, like reducing saturated fats and increasing fiber intake, are effective strategies for controlling cholesterol. It doesn't mean cutting everything out at once. Replacing fatty meats with leaner options and adding more vegetables to meals already makes an impact. Additionally, incorporating moderate exercise, such as walking, helps keep the arteries free from blockages. Another important practice is regularly monitoring heart health. Small changes in diet and exercise routines can prevent xanthelasma from being just the first of many warning signs. And when cholesterol is under control, the chances of further complications decrease significantly. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle is like investing in protection for the heart, preventing future issues. Now that we've covered xanthelasma, there's another sign the body sends, far less obvious but equally important. Swelling in the legs and ankles, which many associate with fatigue, could be a direct symptom of heart problems. Swelling in the legs and ankles is one of those symptoms many people chalk up to daily fatigue, but it can have much deeper roots. When the heart struggles to pump blood efficiently, the body starts to retain fluid in the extremities. This swelling, which may be subtle at first, is a sign that the heart is working under pressure. Instead of ignoring this symptom, it's worth paying attention to see if it becomes constant or worsens over time. To understand why swelling occurs, it's important to remember that the cardiovascular system is responsible for maintaining the body's fluid balance. When the heart can't pump blood strongly enough, fluid builds up in the legs and ankles, leading to swelling. This is one of the first signs of heart failure, a condition that needs immediate attention. A simple medical checkup can clarify if this swelling is heart-related or if another cause is involved. Though swelling might seem harmless, it often comes with other symptoms, like shortness of breath or fatigue. Imagine someone who usually walks easily, but starts feeling heaviness in their legs and tiredness that wasn't there before. That's the body saying something's not right. In these cases, circulation-boosting practices, like elevating the legs at the end of the day or reducing salt intake, can help relieve the symptom but don't replace a doctor's visit. Incorporating healthy habits can prevent this swelling from becoming a constant issue. Light exercise and a low-sodium diet help maintain the body's fluid balance. These simple steps protect not only the heart but overall health too. And for those who already experience swelling, lifestyle adjustments can reduce its impact and, at the same time, ease pressure on the cardiovascular system. The body truly is a complex and intelligent machine, capable of sending signals at the right moments. By noticing these small alerts, like swelling, we can make decisions to protect our health. And while we're discussing crucial heart tips, how about reviewing some of the less obvious but equally essential signs? Every detail counts when it comes to heart health. Now that you know these unexpected signs, the question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Caring for your heart is an ongoing journey, and spotting these symptoms is the first step. Perhaps it's time to evaluate your body more closely and adopt a few changes that, in the long run, will make all the difference. Every small effort counts, and your cardiovascular health deserves this attention. And since we're on the topic of health, have you thought about the everyday objects that might be sabotaging your well-being? In the video, you're in danger. 8 innocent objects that could harm your health. You can discover how some common items affect your health in ways few people realize. So, why not dive deeper and explore how small actions can transform your life? Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and stay with us on this journey of knowledge and well-being. Your heart and health will thank you, and you can be sure you're doing everything possible to live a healthier life. After all, paying attention to your body's signals is more than just prevention. It's the key to a full and balanced life.